Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about Al Adamson's Brain of Blood. You may remember that Al Adamson did Horror of the Blood Monsters, which we talked about for 1970. Horror of the Blood Monsters was kind of a weirdo movie that he cobbled together from a few other movies and then added some of his own scenes. But Brain of Blood is a total regular horror movie. So Brain of Blood takes an idea that's been done many times before, a brain transplant, okay? But it makes it, 1971-ized. If you've been watching, you know that some of the movies in 1971 have really upped the gore and the violence compared to others previous to it. If we talk about brain transplants, I just was watching Black Friday, actually today. I watched it right after I watched Brain of Blood, and it's the same deal. Boris Karloff's trying to transplant a brain from one body to another. It also happens in Donovan's brain, and the brain that wouldn't die, and, wait, is that right? I think it happened in that one. And also, the brain. Anyway, in Brain of Blood, it's a little different, okay? Brain of Blood, we've got a guy from what I think is an imaginary country called Kalind, and he's about to die. So they take his brain out, and they got to put it in another guy's body. So it starts to get kind of funny. Actually, before I say anything else, this one gets a 7 out of 10 from me, which some people may find surprising because it's like bad. I mean, it's an Al Adamson movie, so he's not really known for making good movies, but I liked it, even though it was like not great. So anyway, 7 out of 10, I'm going to start talking about, well, let's talk about why it's 7 out of 10. We've got really bad acting from most of the actors, although the brain surgeon guy was pretty good. Most of the rest of the actors are not good. There's this one guy who plays, let's see, what was his name? Well, I guess we have to talk about the movies so that we can talk about the characters, but the guy who is the, leader of the fake country of Khalid, his name is Amir, and then he's got, a team of doctors working for him, and then there's this other guy who's just kind of like his disciple or something. That guy's acting was really bad. But anyway, I can't remember his name now. Ahmad or something like that. It was something like that. I think it's supposed to be like a Muslim country because they talk about Allah and stuff like that. But anyway, so what happens? The movie, they take his brain out because he's about to die. And I feel like it's very important to mention that it's the most gruesome brain surgery, or surgery, period, that I have seen ever in any movie up to this point. So every movie up to 1971, I've never seen so much of a bloody surgery before. In fact, this is on a Herschel Gordon Lewis level of gore. You hopefully know, if you've been watching this stuff, Herschel Gordon Lewis was like the first guy to put a lot of gore in his movies, and he used animal organs as the gore, so it looks very real. And this is the same deal. It's an animal's brain. I don't know what kind of animal, but they went to the local butcher shop and they bought a brain, and then they covered it in fake blood and they stuck it in like a fake head. So then they cut the head open, and then you get a real animal's brain coming out. It looks extremely real. And there's blood everywhere, and they really, really exploit the surgery. Like they stretch that surgery out for a long time, to the point where and the thing is, none of the rest of the movie is that gory. So I think they got away with showing it because it was like a surgery and not just like someone getting their head blown apart. Those Herschel Gordon Lewis movies, I'm pretty sure didn't get super wide distribution because of how gory they were. I'm kind of assuming that. I'm sure they went to drive-ins and stuff, and I assume, well, I really don't know. This was definitely a drive-in movie also. It was a pretty sleazy drive-in movie. But anyway, So they transfer his brain. They're going to put it in this guy, but the brain surgeon tasks this, like, disfigured, like, mentally disabled guy to get a victim. And so in order to, like, get the victim, it's actually really funny. The victim is hiding in a woman's closet. I guess he's gonna rape her or something. We never find out because this large, disfigured, disabled guy shows up to get the guy, and the woman sees the disfigured guy, whose name is Gore, by the way. She screams. She faints. The potential rapist comes out of the closet, and then he has a fight with Gore. They have this fight. And Gore ends up, like, I think he throws him out of the window. Then he gets him, brings him back to the surgeon, and the surgeon's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? The guy's all broken. Like, I can't put this other guy's brain in here. It's broken. His body's broken. It's not going to, it's worthless. So he then, and this is like where it really kicks in, he then makes Gore get on the table, the operating table, and he puts Amir's brain into Gore's body. Now, Gore has been terribly disfigured because some jerks threw battery acid in his face, and, like, the budget is not good enough for, like, this disfigured face to look good. So this movie, if you go on Letterboxd, it's got, like, an average review of 2.3 out of 5, which would be, like, less than a 5 out of 10. And I'm giving it a 7. It's probably because the effects don't look great. Well, the brain surgery looks great. The disfigurement doesn't look great, but I mean, like, they tried. You know, I think it looks okay. The acting's pretty bad. And then, like, basically they put his brain into this guy Gore's body. But then, like, he thinks he's Hamir, but then, like, he kind of has, like, these tendencies, like Gore's tendencies. Like, he, like, wants toys and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. There's a couple chase scenes, and I won't tell you how it ends, but, like, it's pretty schlocky. But I thought it was fun. Horror of the Blood Monsters was, like, to me, it was only valuable for the gimmick. Like, the gimmick that they took a Filipino movie, added pieces of, like, 1 million BC, and then, like, filmed their own scenes on top of it, and then, like, somehow made a movie out of that, and I appreciated the effort, even though the output was bad. I think I gave that one a 6 out of 10, which is probably way higher than anyone else would give it. And this one I'm giving a 7 out of 10 because they actually made a full movie out of nothing, you know? Compared to the last one we did, which was Bloodthirsty Eyes, or House of Curses, Bloodthirsty Eyes, or Lake of Dracula. That one was so well made and pretty, and the score was good, but, like, nothing happens in the movie. And this one's got crazy crap happening in the whole movie, and even though it's, like, of poor quality, I'd rather watch this. I'd rather watch a brain surgery go wrong, have a giant disfigured monster running around killing people. It's just more fun, okay? So I give it a 7 out of 10. If you like low quality but fun movies, you probably like this. Brain of Blood. Now, next time, if I can find it, we're going to do the next Al Adamson movie, which is, I think it's called Dracula versus Frankenstein, or maybe it's Frankenstein versus Dracula, and it's supposed to be really bad. So hopefully I can get my hands on it so that we can talk about that one, because the worst actor in this movie, Brain of Blood, ends up playing Dracula in that movie. So that's something to look forward to, hopefully. All right, see you later.